Welcome back to Shell's Foods Journey. I hope your Thursday is going well. I hope you was able to get outside, get grounded. I hope you were able to let go of anything that you don't need to carry. I know with this Mercury retrograde, we've been having to feel our way through instead of using our mental. But I will say that soul led conversations are taking place. So, Mercury in retrograde is actually helping facilitate deep conversations. So, I wanted to pull from the Oshun deck. Um, let's see what this Cancer energy, Cancer Sun, um, if there's any messages in there. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We have Oshun of Unlocked Gates, Freedom, Breaking Barriers, Unleashing Potentials. Look at that. This is so fitting. I think we're in the midst of unlocking many different potentials that we have, especially gifts that we may have. Also, moving out of lack mindset and actually into our manifestation energy and body. We also have Oshun of soft power, influence, openness, emotional intelligence. And I think a lot of us is starting to tap into this area. We're now starting to have the deep conversations, and we're actually listening to truly understand and to feel and to have open dialogue um, that doesn't have chaos involved with it. It is actually listening to truths and breaking the barriers that may have been holding back um, partnerships, family situations, even your own mind. It's like tapping into unlocked areas of your mind by simply doing something different, changing how you're doing it, changing how you're communicating, and actually feeling your way through it instead of just going with the flow, but actually having an open dialogue. Underneath the deck, you got Oshun of Dusk, cycle, transition, closure. And I think that this is what we did. We closed out an old way of doing something to unlock this gate. And now we're tapping into the softness that's within us on how to communicate effectively, communicate better. And we have Uranus in Gemini. So that is a disruptor of the communication zodiac sign. So, and it is of communication. All right. Let's get a couple of tarot cards to break this down for us. Again, if y'all have any questions that you would like me to pull on, leave it down in the comments and I will pull you a card and give you a message. Thank you for all who keep showing up and returning. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. All right. Oshun of Unlocked Gates. What do we need to know about the unlocked gate? Yeah. It is being of used to being of an indecision, being guarded and being masked where you can't see, to actually having the courage to remove the blinds and move forward in your courage. This is the 9 of Wands. Also tapping into the most hidden parts of yourself, having the courage to Change yourself. We have 10 of wands underneath the deck, letting something go. Having the courage to let this indecision go. Whatever was blocking the communication, that was what was let go. That was the Oshun of the dust. Yeah, because you gain some kind of clarity. You have the Ace of Swords underneath the deck with the Ten of Wands. When you let go, it gave you the clarity you needed on how to move into this soft power. Can I get one on the soft power? Yes. Joining those cups together, a union. But also, you have the King of Wands, having that passion, that desire to move forward in both of y'all in your warrior like energy, actually having the conversation. But it didn't have to be where both of y'all are using y'all full potential or strength. It's like leveling it out, balancing it out, and actually having the conversation to see exactly where both of you are at, or even how you are mentally, or even with family. But it's a union of somewhere, of some kind. But it took a long time for this offering to come, because even though cups were being offered, it wasn't this Two of Cups. It wasn't this cup that was being offered. A certain type of offering had to come through. Absolutely. Because you got the Three of Cups underneath the deck. Yeah, a special type of offering, which is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is like you taking your cup away. It was the offering of your cup, like knowing how to honor your cup, use your cup, guard your cup, knowing when to give and knowing when to back away when you can't give. That's what was unlocked. You understood the value of your cup. Is that what this cycle is? Oshun of the dusk. Yeah, it took a long time to get here. But that is definitely what it was learning how to honor your cup, learning the value of your energy, learning how much to give of yourself and when to dial back, knowing when to be of service and knowing when you need to step back just for yourself, creating that balance within yourself. What's the advice? Yeah, absolutely. We have the Emperor that's coming through. And that's exactly what it is. Stepping up into your Emperor energy and moving accordingly, knowing what your worth is. And not stuck here in the Nine of Swords where you're in an indecision and you're at the beck and call of everybody else, but nobody is checking on your mentals. You're checking on everybody else, but who's checking on your mentals? What's the outcome? This is the year for it. We have the Knight of Wands. This is the card of the year. Moving quick. It's the fire horse. It's go time. Keep moving forward. Now that you're in this new energy, one, we want to be recognized in the work that you did to even get here to this openness, to get here to the Emperor. And the Emperor is masculine and feminine. It's both energies at the same time. Let's get a some oracles on that. But good job, good work. We are doing this. Let's get a soul's journey card. This is so fitting for it. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And I think this is what you got over. This was the cycle that was ended. Being in this constant loop of disappointment for something that you didn't do, or maybe when you didn't stand up for yourself, or just in this repetitive going back to something, to actually restoring balance within yourself. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And this is where all these cups came from. Is learning the worth of yourself and the value of yourself, but also understanding the worth and value of others. Having empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation, learning how to change your perception without just staying in one type of way, knowing that one mindset and constantly doing the same thing is not going to change. You have to be the change that you want. You have to be what it is that you're trying to bring in. Outrageous openness. This is what you did. Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. And that's that soft power. Being able to receive and not feeling some type of way because you're receiving, or because you're resting, or because you're saying no. It's okay to do all of those things. I'm gonna leave those. This one turned open. Delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. And you stopped yourself from this. This is the regret. Constantly being in the same repetitive state of mind and doing the same thing, thinking you're going to get different results. Something had to change. You had the openness to take the journey within and change things about yourself and make it mirror on the outside of yourself. Allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what is needed can come next. Without you doing the things that you did to unlock this gate, you wouldn't have been able to tap into this soft power. Oshun of the dusk had to happen first. You had to have a cycle that ended. You had to transform. You had to have a death and rebirth to get to this soft power now. See, this soft power is new to a lot of us. It's time for us to tap into the innermost sacred parts of ourselves. It's okay for us to rest. It's okay for us to say no. It's okay for us to just want to take care of us. I think that's the misconception, is we have to be at the beck and call of everybody else, but we tend to forget about us. But this time around, we took the time to slow down. 2020, we took the time. See, we didn't have a choice. The choice was made for us to slow down. And those who took heed during that time of slowdown to work on themselves, hello, this is where we are at. And then some of us fell off, and some of us are still going. But we're here. And we're here to keep it going, keep the momentum going, because we have closed out many cycles. And now it's time for us to help others learn how to close those cycles so they can bring their abundance in. And with that, I leave you with love, light, and balance. Be well.